Nosebleed. Now, for this one, typically when someone says nosebleed, they really have a bloody nose.
Okay.
Best of me.
Hello there, mga KaLearners! Welcome back to Pinoy ESL Channel. I'm Jacob. How are you? Today, we have a very special episode. In this video, we will examine some English words in their American and Filipino context. And to do this, I have invited a very special friend of mine, Michael Kaleri from Minnesota, US of A. But before we dive in, kung bago ka sa channel na to, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell para lagi kang updated. Okay? Well, I assume you're doing it now. Okay, let's start. So now you're going to teach us English for our KaLearners. So at least they have an idea how do Americans call this. So it's American terms versus Filipino terms. Okay, name the picture. All right, let's go. This one.
That would be bread.
Bread. Okay,
In particular, white bread.
white bread. In the Philippines, we call it tasty. You know, like that. That's the common name for Filipinos. When you go to the bakery and you want to buy this kind of bread, this particular kind of bread, we call it tasty because it's in like a pack where the name is tasty. The brand name is now the name, the common name.
That's awesome.
But actually, that
Yeah,
should be
we
loaf,
have
right?
that bread here too.
Aha. And do you call it tasty as well?
There's some things that we do use the brand name like that for, but for whatever reason, from my experience, that hasn't been the case with Tasty. But I've had Tasty bread many times, so
Wow.
I can relate.
So when you come to the Philippines, you can buy tasty. You already know what
Yes.
it is. Okay.
And we'll
So-
call it Tasty too.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Okay, this one,
We call that refrigerator
refrigerator. Right.
or refrigerator freezer.
freezer.
It's like a combo. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Right.
We call them side by side combos.
We kind of call it in a short way. We say ref. So
Ref.
ref, right? As you
Awesome.
from the word refrigerator, it's too long. Filipinos say ref.
So
Can you open the ref? But we don't have food in the ref.
We do have a nickname for it as well, but we call it fridge.
A fridge. Ah, yeah, right. That's what I hear from movies and American TV
Go
shows.
get some food out of the fridge.
Fridge, yeah, right. That's more common in the movies, right? So in the Philippines, it's ref. In the US, it's fridge. Okay, so here is our next word. Oh, I just want us to identify this part.
Cabinet
Cabinet. Ah, okay.
or
So
cupboard, cupboard.
cupboard. So which is more common, a cabinet or a cupboard?
It's interchangeable.
Okay.
I would call it a cup. We don't say cupboard typically. We say cupboard.
Cupboard, right? Like a silent
Yeah.
P, right?
Yeah,
Cupboard. Mhm.
cupboard.
In the province, I remember in my grandparents' hometown. Yeah, they say cupboard too. Wow. Here though, we are more specific. Yeah, it's a kind of cabinet. We can say it's a kitchen cabinet. Like
Yep.
this. Okay. Let's go to the next word.
Yes, that we are in agreement.
All right, here. How about this one? So this is another furniture.
So depending on where it's located, that could be considered a cabinet or a file, like a file cabinet.
Uh-huh. So here, I think we can put some clothes here.
Then it would be a dresser, correct?
If that is for clothes, then you call it a dresser in the US.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we only say cabinet though. Okay.
cabinet.
But for the US, depending on where it is located and what is it used for. Okay, let's go to the next picture. Okay, so this one,
So it's a bed, but there's different names for what they call it.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of the name of what they call it. What do you call it?
Oh, in the Philippines, this one is a modern double bed or double
Double bed,
deck. Sorry, it's a double
double
deck
deck.
because of the space up there. So it's a double deck, given there's a second floor.
We typically call them bunk beds.
Ha, okay. So a bunk bed. Bunk bed here is a double deck. All right. Let's go to our next picture.
A couple different names: drapes or shades
Ah,
or valance.
wow.
Valance.
These words are used all over the US, is it right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Depending
drapes,
on where you are,
valets,
it's
shade. Did I
interchangeable.
say it correctly? Valet.
Valance.
Oh, sorry. How do you spell it?
VALANCE, I
Ah,
believe.
valence. Okay, valence. Valence, shade, or drape. We just say curtain. In the Philippines, we
Or
just call
curtain,
it
yeah.
curtain. Yeah,
We do
curtain.
call it curtain as well. I guess
Ah,
I didn't think of
really?
that.
Okay.
We do use
Drape is
curtains.
okay. Drape is like a level up English. Okay, but yeah, I think that's really American word.
Yeah.
Drape. Hmm.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is for sure.
I
It's more
imagine
of a
drape.
slang, more of a
Ah,
slang term.
drape curtain. Okay, let's go to the next picture.
Uh just real quick off of the word drape,
Oh, yes,
that's
sure.
short for drapery.
Drapery.
Yeah, it's typically related to like custom made valances or custom made shades or curtains.
So we're gonna remember that it's a drape or shades. Shades here is
Oh,
like what you wear when it's sunny and you go out. Like shades. Oh, you nice
we
shades. Okay, like that.
we have that too here.
Right. Now we have another appliance.
So that image is something I have not really. It looks like an older version of a printer or a fax machine.
Really? Does it look like that?
I, it, what is it supposed to be? A
Well,
shredder?
shredder. Oh, sorry. It's not turned on. That's why it doesn't. It makes the room cool, really cool. You
Oh,
can
it's an
set a
air
temperature.
conditioner. I couldn't tell what I was looking at there. That's really awesome. Actually, the hotels we have here have those kinds of air conditioning units.
Right. I think this one is the inverter type. We can see this mostly in the condominium units now. And yeah, hotels, as you said, high-end
Yeah,
condos.
yeah.
So how do you call it again in the US in your
Air conditioner.
air conditioner? We call it aircon, like just like ref,
Oh,
shortcut for air
nice.
conditioners, aircon. Oh, the aircon. Turn on the aircon. Do you have
That's
aircon?
awesome.
Ah, okay. Does it sound funny?
It
Awkward?
does.
Okay, so if someone asks you, so do you use aircon at night? Okay, you will. What's
I'm gonna
aircon?
say yes.
Okay, but at first you might be wondering what's aircon. Okay, right.
Exactly. It looks
All
like a
right.
fax machine from here.
Or a shredder, you said.
Or a shredder.
Shredder. Okay, let's
I
go
don't have
to.
the best eyesight, so.
Sorry for the picture. Let's go to the
No,
next
no, it's all
picture.
good.
All right, so yeah, here's the next picture.
Oh, at what point? What are we pointing at? The whole room?
Oh, right.
Because
Well, the whole room. Yes, that's right.
uh, bathroom.
It's a bathroom, right? Well, we kind of call it. Well, we can also say bathroom, but when you're outside, we actually say comfort room or CR. You know
That's
that
awesome.
thing. So
I never heard that term before.
the comfort room,
Yeah.
mm, or CR. So we have a lot of that here.
Okay.
CR, especially when you're outside in the public spaces, public places, you can say, "Oh, I need to go to the CR. Where's the CR? Where's the restroom?" So, yeah,
Restroom is our common one.
common one.
Um, or men's room specifically, or ladies' room.
I could also hear some people saying toilet, but yeah, not
That's
less
a
common.
crude way. A crude way.
Really? Oh, really?
Some of them say the John.
The John. Okay, I think that's a slang, right? American slang. The
Correct.
John. Is the
Yeah.
toilet just this bowl, right? The toilet bowl.
Yes.
Yeah. But
Yep.
the place is the room, the restroom
The
in the US.
restroom, the bathroom.
Bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So at least you know it's CR or comfort room here. Next picture. All right.
We call those towels or washcloth.
Washcloth or towels. Towels. When we say towel, it's like the big one you bring to the beach or when you're taking a bath. Yeah, that's the idea of towel here.
Yeah.
Washcloth. Ah, because it's only for your hands, is it right? Or do you use it for your
We have
face too?
we have small 12-inch by 12-inch square cloth like that that we call washcloths when we wash our whole bodies with them
Uh-huh, right.
while we're in the shower.
So we call it face towel here,
Okay.
right? Because it's
We
like
use it for that, so
okay,
yeah. We
because
just
we
don't
use it
call
for
it
the
face
face.
towel.
So yeah, washcloth and face towel in the Philippines. Oh wow,
The
this one.
the slang version is wash rag.
Wash rag. Wow, wash rag. We say tissue. Yeah, tissue in the
Uh,
Philippines.
So for us, we've been bombarded by a lot of branding in the United States with this. So a lot of people call it Kleenex.
Kleenex. Ah, all right. So
Kleenex
whatever the brand
is
is.
one of the famous brands here for face tissue.
So Kleenex, wash rag, or here we say tissue. That's also a
Tissue,
brand.
yep.
Tissue.
No, yep. Nose tissue, something
Nose
like that.
tissue. Yeah.
We would call that a pen,
Pen. So
ink
whatever
pen.
type. Okay, ink pen. So here the common word or the common name for this is ball pen. It's a
Ball
ball
pen.
pen, right? Is it
Okay.
also? Have you ever heard of that word in the US? Ball pen.
Yes, we have specific brand name called ball, and so
Ha.
those we call ball pens. Yep.
Okay. Maybe that's where we got it from, the ball pen.
Oh, this one's good. Okay, so we have a couple different names for them: tennis shoes, sneakers, basketball shoes, athletic shoes, cross trainers.
Wow, there's a lot. Athletic shoes,
Yeah,
basketball shoes, cross trainers. Okay. So, but the most
or
common is
um, tennis shoes.
tennis shoes because of
If you're
the style. Is it right?
I
Purpose.
think again, it just goes back to a generality or
Mm-hmm.
regarding the type of shoe.
Uh-huh.
Like on the East Coast in Boston, you will hear 9 times out of 10 the word sneaker.
Sneakers. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
also what that's what I hear from the
But
movies and the commercial. Mhm.
In the Midwest, we tend to call them tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes. Okay. So there's
Yeah,
also variation, right? There's also a variation in
correct.
terms depending on where you're located, geographic location.
Yeah,
Okay. Tennis shoes or sneakers in the Philippines, we say rubber shoes.
rubber
Rubber
shoes.
shoes.
I think
Okay.
I remember Crizzy saying something about that.
Really?
That's
Okay.
cool.
Rubber shoes.
So that whole location would be called a pharmacy,
A pharmacy. So the US in the US, it's called pharmacy. Right. Well, we have
typically.
yeah, we also say pharmacy, but there's a popular drugstore, so we also use the word drugstore. We call it Mercury
Oh,
Drugstore, so it popularized the word drugstore. So either we say pharmacy or drugstore. So we have
yeah.
similar words for that. Mhm.
Drugstore is used on the East Coast a lot as well.
Ah,
Um,
okay. Okay, let's go to the next picture. Oh yeah, this one.
okay. So I've heard a lot of different names for this, but typically in the Midwest, we call it a gas station.
Gas station in the
Yeah.
Midwest. Well, we have a similar term for that. We also say gas station here. Yes. And
But we,
uh-huh.
on the East Coast, you hear petrol a lot. Petrol station.
Petrol station. Okay.
This
Is
is
that
just another word for oil.
oh
Petrol.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oil, petrol. We say gas for petrol. But
Okay.
that's why we say gas station, so where we can buy gas for a car. But that's short form. We love to cut the words from ref to gas.
Yeah. Well, we're the same with you there on that one. So
Nosebleed.
nosebleed. Now for this one, typically when someone says nosebleed, they really have a bloody nose.
Okay. A bloody nose. Maybe someone punched you
Yeah.
and you get a bloody
Yeah.
nose. Nose bleeding. So in the Philippines, in context, we use it to mean when we're talking to a native speaker and we cannot kind of catch up with the conversation. We can't sustain the conversation because we are running out of English words. We say, "I'm getting nosebleed here."
Oh.
Like my nose is bleeding. I cannot talk. You talk now. You talk like that. So you know, if we cannot sustain the conversation anymore, then they say, okay, I'm getting a nosebleed.
I
So,
like it.
okay, yeah.
I like that.
So that's how we use that in context. Okay. Commute. Right. To
Commute.
commute. How do you use this word in the US? Commute.
This is a common word used for the time it takes you to drive to and from work.
Right. So it
Or
means
anything. Or anything. Yeah.
does it have to be your own car, like private car?
It could
Or you
be
can,
public transportation. It could be
uh-huh.
your private car. It could be an airplane.
Okay. So to
It could be
commute
any.
is to change your location. Is it what you said? Sorry,
Yeah,
can you
it's
repeat that?
to move from one location to the
Mm-hmm.
next, and whatever is the time frame in that.
Mm-hmm.
It refers to the time
Okay. So to commute is to
most
move from one
times.
place to another with reference to
Correct.
time. Okay. In the Philippines, we use this word to mean to take the public transportation. Hey, did
Okay.
you drive your car? No, I commuted. Okay, I did commute. I took the
Interesting.
bus or I took the train. So that's how we use that in context. Or when you say you commuted, you used or you took public transportation.
Yeah, that's awesome. For us, to say we commute, typically it would be something like, "Hey, good to see you. How was your commute?
How was your
How was your
commute?
trip?" Yeah.
Okay, all right. So,
Referring to how was the drive here? How was the trip? Yeah.
uh-huh. So not really specifically the how was your public transportation experience like that, but
Right.
it's how's your trip? Okay, okay. So there's another word I forgot. We also use the word traffic differently. Traffic. The traffic, right, is a noun in the US, I guess.
Correct. Yes.
Here in the Philippines, we use it in a daily conversation to mean an adjective like the condition of the road. If there's heavy traffic or the road is clear or there are few cars. So when there's too much car, we say, it's too traffic. It means like the car could hardly move. So that's how we use traffic here, related to commute. Yeah,
Yeah. Typically for us, we say congested or
congested.
traffic jam
Uh huh.
or slow down or something to that nature.
Okay, so at least when you visit the Philippines, you know what traffic is. So when Chrissy says it's traffic, please wait for me. Okay. So it means that maybe the cars are just not moving. Okay, I think this is the last word for this game.
ESL.
We ended the game. Congratulations. We
Hey,
did it. Okay, thank you
dude,
so much. I think did you have fun? Did you enjoy this game?
very much. Yeah,
Wow.
that was awesome.
I did
I
too.
enjoyed it.
For sure, our viewers, learners enjoyed a lot. We learned a lot from you, Mike. Thank you very much. And we really appreciate your time. So, is there any thing or final advice you'd like to tell our viewers about learning English? Maybe you have some tips since you're also learning another language. Maybe we can apply the same principle anyway. It's learning language.
Yeah. I would say for me, learning English more in depth, I use a thesaurus and I also use a dictionary. And so by learning more words in the English language, there are so many, and there's so many different ways to use them. I believe that a thesaurus can be tremendously helpful, and a dictionary, and a good solid grammar book, obviously. But um, having a passion for the words themselves and the etymology and understanding the roots of the words really helps in like really diving deep into understanding.
Thank you indeed. Those are great tips, very helpful, especially for in depth study. For ordinary conversation, anyway, the tip that you said earlier was just like to practice it, right? To practice the language you want to master. You have to speak or apply the language. Constant practice
Have,
is important.
Having someone to speak with every
Uh-huh.
day is going to speed up the process
Right.
tremendously.
That's true. So I completely agree. That's what I also said in one of my videos. Wow. Thank you. So having heard it from our native speaker, native guest. Okay, Michael Kaliri from Minnesota. Again, thank you so much, my brother, our friend. We just appreciate your time tonight. So before we end, I'll just say goodbye to my viewers. Okay, you can also say goodbye. Well, to all ka-learners out there, there you have it. Maraming salamat sa pagsubaybay. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a lot. So before we end, don't forget our good habit. Please leave a comment about this episode and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will be updated. And most importantly, don't forget to share because your life is a gift and every good gift must be shared. You can start here. So, Mike, you want to say goodbye?
Maraming salamat, paalam.
All right. Until the next video, happy learning.
Best of me.